you know, there's grabby and like, you know, sexy grabby, you know, that kind of stuff. But then there's grabby to where it's like, no, this is just like immature. Like, this doesn't feel good. Like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, please stop. That kind of grabby. So I kept on warning him that if he did something one more time, that I was going to punch him in the face. And he did that thing one more time. So I punched him in the face. Why didn't I say any of that on Patrick's live? Well, because there was a guy that was like right here saying, if you say anything else, like I'm effing not here, I'm effing not here. Don't you talk to me. Don't look at me. So if you effing say anything, I swear, say anything. Do exactly what I say or else. That was probably why I didn't say anything in that live. I was just thinking about, you know, how to get the H on. You know, that kind of thing. Y'all know how? No? Again, I'm protecting my peace, and by my peace, I just wanted to get this all out in the open. Y'all, like, this is only like a tiny portion of society, right? A tiny portion. This isn't happening like in the extent that we all think that it is, but like, I know that the people that have been friends with me, they understand body language. They understand when I'm serious. They understand when I'm not serious. I think it's crazy how the majority of the people who are saying anything are women. It's really crazy. Really crazy. Because you would think, like, what? You all know better. Being called the Black Amber Heard. Like, and now, I mean, in real life, y'all, it makes me look back at that whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard situation. In real life, it makes me look at that whole situation and be like, damn, I'm not telling the truth, the fam. Well, please tell me what I'm not telling the truth about. Like, what part? Just give me one. If y'all give me one thing, y'all can't just say I'm not telling the truth. Give me one thing that you've said she's a liar. Give me one. Just one. Yeah, I don't drink. Okay, you don't have to believe me. I think I've said that a million times. You don't have to believe me, but you're also not going to punish me for what triggered you. You're not going to punish me because of your back problems, because you were up all night. But you didn't think to call my cell phone or ask anyone about my cell phone number. Y'all probably had Scala's number. Y'all didn't think to call him either. And then really blame me for getting dropped off of Blaze's live and acting as if I chose to go into Patrick's live. Yeah, I'm totally gonna choose to come and talk about something that I thought that me and Scala's argument, I thought that was, oh God, Palisa, you and your mess. What? Why are you here? No, we met in real life. I just don't understand why police is here. Like, for what reason? Okay, thanks. Thank you for worrying about me. You did so much. Thank you. And that next day, I mean, just kikiing when someone's calling me a predator. Yeah, thank you. Right. Hey, Bumblebee for you. Well, because you mentioned my name more than once, I don't understand the situation with me either. Blah, 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 blah. Go away. Go and find out what I Speak is up to. Hey, King. Go find what I Speak is up to, Palesa. She should be ashamed. She should be ashamed. She should be. I chose to leave Blaze's live and then like 2 minutes later get on Patrick's live, and I didn't even come back to say thank you guys after to come back into Blaze's live. Like, that was my effing choice. Thank you, I will. Yeah, you're late, but I know Palesa, bro, just keep on. Texas, keep on. I don't want to, like, it's best if we just not ever cross paths, never ever speak to each other. That would be best for her. She can go about with her bullying ways and her behavior. I hope that it works for her. I hope that the Navy really believes everything. I hope that every single person who's always been like, oh, why aren't y'all listening to her? She's telling the truth. I hope that they never ever sit there and say, don't believe you. You're just a liar. I was not there, so I don't even know what to believe. All of those people who are predators. I mean, I think Cuban's a predator. But they have Cubans a predator. I Speak. Patrick. There's someone else that they say they're protecting predators. So I said what I said. You thought you were a northern West Coast? No, I'm Texan. All day, every day. My phone's getting really hot. Petty Row, which is a complete lie. You know what? I don't have a Petty Row. We have a mutual dislike for one another. Where's my real family? In the house. I just happened to come outside. My ex-husband is what? You haven't prayed on anyone in the app? It was all Scala. I haven't prayed on. I don't pray for people that I don't really understand where they if I don't know like what you're about, like I don't usually pray for you. I don't give people a Godspeed just in case they have that devil on them. That's just my religion. No, my family's inside. I've been with my family all day. You stand with I Speak? Good for you. Good for you. Like I said, like me and Petty Row and I have like a mutual disdain for one another. But I understand her shtick. Oh, you think they made Pray? What about Pray? How do y'all know I'm as educated as y'all think I am? What if I didn't know the difference between pray and pray? And no, I didn't prey on people. Like I don't think y'all knew like half the stuff that Scala would do, like half of it. I'd be like, what? Why did you do something like that? Like, I don't think y'all understood. But again, that's like, y'all didn't see it because it was private. You're high but not dumb, not an actress at all. I never said, I mean, I think I've joked around and said I'm an actress, but I'm just an actress in my own life. Quiet, go back to your room. Now, see, you can't be calling people boy. Like, that's like steeped in a little bit of racism, you know? It's just a little bit racist. Just a little bit racist. It's a smidge. Can't be calling people boy. But yeah, no. What's his name? Mel Ruiz. I know that name. But no, yeah, Scala is super problematic. Super problematic. More than I knew. I'll give you guys that much. There's been a lot that I've found out in these past few weeks. Oh, I did mod you. There's been a lot that I found out ever since I left Jersey. And I feel like an idiot just because, like, I was just maybe just wasn't paying attention, or maybe if I cared a little bit more, I would. Does that make sense? And like now it looks, I look back on everything and kind of figure out, like, try and figure out, was I a mark the whole time? That's kind of like how I feel. Like, was this planned from the beginning? It's not male. It's pronounced. I don't care. Sorry. Well, Peanut, I can just mute you or block you. You know that, right? No, I mean, that's the thing. I saw, like, I mean, that was so crazy, that live with No Cry Zone. That was so crazy because I was like, I couldn't believe what I was, like, hearing or seeing, you know? But thanks. And I really couldn't, it was one of those things because, like, if y'all had known, like, right before Scala went on that live with No Cry Zone, he'd talked to me about, like, how he received a temporary restraining order from Jesse Dodd. And he was like, well, I just don't want to hurt you and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, right. Okay, sure. I believe you. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a millionth time, I'm just gonna be yeah, no. So, what was I talking about? But anyway, so I was, like, so happy that I recorded that conversation because he was like, yeah, I'm not going to say anything about you. Like, No Cry Zone wants me to come on her thing. And then I see that he's on No Cry Zone's live. Lying. No, I know no one was ever on my side, Lance. I mean, some people were. Those who know, it's if you know situation, you know? So it's like I have a great inner circle. And usually, like, when you say, how'd I get a dude that's taller than me? Hey, Sherry. I don't really care too much about height and weight and all that kind of stuff. It's always been a little bit more so of, like, how someone is and how they make me feel. But Scala draws a lot of likes and views, so that's why a lot of people continue to have him on his page. Did I know he was married? So I heard that he was married, like, a long time ago, like Narc Talk times, and but it was like we never saw, like maybe we never saw him and his girlfriend or wife or whatever. And so I asked him point blank, like, are you married? And he was like, no. That was just something that people lied about and all this stuff, right? And so I was like, oh, okay. Like, so then when we met the first time, like, when we really met the first time, we had like a few days together. We had a lot of fun, you know, it's a lot of laughing or whatever. And that last day, he was like, oh, I feel like you've been so open with me, blah, 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 you know, the usual man stuff. And he was like, I am actually married. And I was like, you could have said that before. I don't know. Like, he was like, no, but like, seriously, we are separated and we've been separated for 2 years or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay, but I understand separated, because I was once married before. And I remember with my ex-husband, and he and I were separated, and he was like, our divorce was like taking forever. And he had like 3 or 4 girlfriends by the time we got divorced. No, he's straight married, like straight married, super married. And so these are some things I've been like finding out, like, because his wife, I kid you not, his wife found me on Snapchat because she had been following me, or following just the For You page, and she saw me and Scala on the For You page. So she found me on Snapchat, and she was like, I just feel like you get, I was like, how do I know you? And she was like, oh, TikTok and Instagram. And I was like, huh, okay. And then I saw a picture of her with their son, and I was like, okay, hang on, wait just a minute now. You're not just someone random, like, friending me on Snapchat. I was like, what's going on here? And she was like, oh, nothing, blah, 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 blah. I just, you know, if you ever need to talk. And I was like, no, but I was like, okay, what's the truth? What's the truth? My phone was getting so hot. I wonder if she created an account as theirs. No, she's on TikTok. His wife is on TikTok. So she had been watching the whole time. But I was like, so I asked her questions. I was just like, hey, he said, like, but I told him, like, I was like, the math isn't really mathing. You want me to block and you can't later? No, it's fine. Well, just like what the people who are just like outwardly disrespectful, that kind of thing. Anyway, so she was like, they've been separated for 2 years, but they have a baby that was born in January. So that means they conceived their child in April of 2021. So, this whole 2 years divorcing, the 2 years separating thing wasn't really mathing. Like, literally, the math was not mathing. And so, but she was like, no, they're separated. And I was like, I could only ask, like, with Scala, I can ask him like a few different questions. And before he would like blow up. But it was one of those things that was like, some things aren't making sense. And always go with your gut. Like, always go with your gut. Like, if something doesn't make any sense, if like it just cannot make any sense, most likely you're being lied to. Real talk. Most likely. The gym. right? And he talks to me while he's in the car, and then he's coming back from the gym, and then when he's coming back from the gym, then he's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get to bed, I'm gonna like go to sleep or something. And then he would be like, oh, I have the kids, I have my kids with me or something. And I was like, wait a minute, but I thought you said that your kid was with the mother of your children. So if y'all were so you're gonna go and you're gonna pick them up from her house and bring them back to your house? That doesn't make any sense. And Blaze did not know as much as y'all think he knows. Like, if the same way that like we were all tricked, you guys, I'm telling you, if I'm being real, I can never keep track of what's going on. Okay, so it's like everyone kind of, it wasn't I don't want to get in trouble. It wasn't whatchamacallit. I'm just ranting, so like F it if I get reported or whatever, like I don't fucking care. But it wasn't that it was just how married was he. The whole separating thing was like, yeah, like I've been separated before because I was married, but the separating thing, but then it's like he and his wife, it just seemed like they lived together. It seemed like they lived together. That was the only thing that can make any sense, is if they lived together. And come to find out, put the background on green screen. Can you do that? How do you do it? Enhance. Effects. Background.
With the effects if you want to change it.
Oh, I know. I switch it.
Okay.
But I'll let you entertain us. Go ahead.
All right. So, number one, I just want to let everybody know I ain't know nothing about him being married. Me and Skylar were not friends at all. Like, we barely even freaking talk. I talk to Leola more than I talk to anybody. And Leola don't tell me everything. She tells me enough. And my friend was in trouble and I stuck up for her.
Yeah.
So, whatever y'all
So wait, did something happen?
coming up with these stupid lies, man, something else.
Yeah. I mean, it's
I'm
whatever.
sorry, what you say?
No, I said it's whatever. That's just the internet.
Yeah, I'm not really entertained. I didn't really want to come in and mess up your thing. But please don't tell me what I know and what I didn't know.
Yeah.
What I did know is, like I said, I apologized earlier that I didn't realize I had your number. I wasn't thinking that way that night because everything happened so freaking fast. And I explained that to you. Now, whatever other stuff y'all talking about, y'all can go ahead with that nonsense. This is my friend. I'm going to stick up for her. Period. But I'm not going to be in here long. I'm just listening, okay?
You guys, do y'all realize I just drove all the way home and this thing was still on? Out! Frida! So sorry. Oh my god, guys. And she's like, I'm back. I need to go. So sorry. My phone overheated. I think it'll be fine. My phone overheated. So like the whole time I was driving home, this whole thing was on. But oh wait, I was saying that like Blaze, there's a lot that he didn't know. There's a lot that he and I both were lied to. And I don't know if maybe it's just like, I don't know how to explain it. But you know, like you just don't want to like push the envelope of like asking people these hard questions. And 100 people left. You don't want to like push these hard questions because with Scala, it's like if you ask him questions, like then he starts like to scream at you. So it was one of those things that was just like, but everyone has a smoke for everybody, but correct bad behavior in his circle. Yeah. So there's a lot that he didn't know and a lot that I was just like, dude, it's not worth the headache. Just like, we just have to like slowly but surely, no, it was my phone. We have to slowly but surely like, hey Sherry, just stay away from the madness. Because what will end up happening is that, and y'all seen this, what will end up happening if you have like a community of people, then you have a community of people who all kind of who all believe sort of the same thing, but then you see that there starts to be infighting.